The transforming power of humility, the key to leading and growing in a changing world. We live in an era where the only certainty is constant change. To keep up with this fast pace, the first step is admitting that we don't know everything, and that is the true strength of humility. Helena Martins, a renowned educator, often says that humility is the fertile ground where true transformation blooms. When we admit our limitations, we create space to learn, grow, and reinvent ourselves. This insight goes far beyond admitting mistakes. It's about being open to listen and understand that the world demands a permeable posture, capable of adapting to new realities. In the traffic of life, just like driving a car, we have the windshield, the future in front of us, and the rear-view mirror, the past, is smaller, serving only as a reference, not as a direction. Many, however, make the mistake of driving life looking too much in the back, holding on to old habits, thoughts, and patterns that no longer serve them. This anchor in the past creates rigidity and resistance to the new, aging the mind even when the body is still vigorous. If you want to be the main character in your own achievements, you need to cultivate the courage to look at the windshield, the horizon of change, and, above all, the humility to admit there is always something new to learn. This intellectual humility is not weakness, but the strength of the wise. For Socrates, the greatest master of ancient philosophy, taught us that recognizing our ignorance is the first step toward true knowledge. That's why humility should not be confused with subservience or settling. It is the clear awareness that no one holds the absolute truth, and that growth comes from dialogue, listening, and a constant willingness for self-development. In essence, humility is freedom, the freedom to reinvent yourself. Helena, in her lectures, always challenges her students to leave arrogance behind, that false feeling that they already know everything. She tells stories of students arriving full of certainties, claiming they have nothing to learn, despising any new idea. The biggest mistake, she says, is closing yourself off to the new and faking knowledge. She reminds us of Socrates, who left no writings because all his knowledge was recorded by his disciples. This shows that the true sage doesn't seek the spotlight, but sharing. Helena warns that pretending to know can be the greatest folly in a world that demands flexibility and adaptation. In the past, outdated methods encouraged public humiliations and cruel comparisons to motivate people. But today we know that this practice only generates fear, blockages, and low self-esteem. True growth comes from respectful correction, done in private, and sincere public praise, which fuels motivation. This paradigm shift in human relations is vital for us to overcome mediocrity, which is the biggest enemy of excellence. To lead, innovate, and transform, you need more than technique and knowledge. You need empathy, respect, and humility. Helena teaches that instead of being better than the other, we should strive to be better than we were yesterday. The challenge isn't in external competition, but in the internal effort to evolve, renewing outdated attitudes and beliefs. In the current scenario, where changes happen at high speed, leadership can no longer be based on authoritarianism or clinging to old methods. Renata Silva, leader of a large innovation team, states that the true leader is one who sees excellence as a horizon, something to be constantly sought, never fully reached. She emphasizes that excellence doesn't mean perfection, nor being the best among others, but rather doing more than the obligation demands. It's that person who goes the extra mile, who dedicates attention and care to every detail of their job, even if conditions aren't ideal. Renata shares that this attitude makes all the difference in any area, at work, in the family, in politics, or in the arts. An excellent teacher doesn't just deliver content. They inspire, connect, and transform lives. An excellent doctor doesn't just treat symptoms. They welcome the patient as a human being, seeking their integral well-being. Just as an excellent waiter goes beyond the simple service of bringing plates to the table, striving to provide a welcoming experience, excellence is a daily choice of commitment, care, and responsibility. It doesn't depend on external recognition or rewards, but on the internal desire to do the best possible. This pursuit of excellence requires courage to abandon the comfort of mediocrity and the security of the already known. You need to be willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn. It's a continuous process that demands humility to accept failures and wisdom to correct the course. We live in a time that doesn't wait for us to settle down. To be truly relevant, we need to constantly reinvent ourselves. Renata Silva shares her experience during the pandemic, when all her lectures and meetings had to be adapted to the virtual format, a completely unprecedented reality for her. At first, the discomfort was great. The insecurity facing the unknown tried to paralyze her. However, it was humility and determination that propelled her to learn new tools, modify her approach, and maintain the quality of the content, even without in-person contact. This adaptation process revealed that old is not synonymous with outdated or obsolete. Many traditional practices can remain valuable when combined with innovation. For example, an expository class, which has existed for centuries, can be enriched with digital resources, maintaining its essence while gaining new life. Renata emphasizes that accepting change and embracing reinvention is a daily exercise. Those who resist the new run the risk of being surpassed and even eliminated. In the past, it was enough to speed up to catch up with those behind. Today, when we fall behind, we are often taken off the road of life. Therefore, it is crucial to develop mental and emotional agility to deal with surprises along the way. Mediocrity, which is the invitation to stagnation, must be firmly refused. Success and fulfillment belong to those who have the courage and humility to learn, unlearn, and evolve constantly. The pursuit of excellence is not reserved only for grand achievements or prestigious professions. It manifests in small details, in daily actions that reveal character and commitment. Renata tells a striking story that illustrates this truth. During a late-night trip after a lecture, she and her friend and driver, João, faced the challenge of finding an open place to eat. When they finally found a restaurant that was almost closed, the waiter could have simply said the service was over. But instead, he offered a cold sandwich, improvising to meet the customer's needs. This simple gesture represents the essence of excellence, doing more than the obligation, seeking solutions even when conditions are not ideal, and caring for others with empathy and creativity. It's not about doing something extraordinary to impress, but about exercising responsibility and care in everything you do. Renata reminds us that in her professional and personal life, this principle is a guide. An excellent doctor is one who sees not just a disease, but a human being. An excellent teacher is one who awakens interest and a love for learning. An excellent athlete is one who seeks daily self-improvement. This mindset, when incorporated into daily life, transforms environments and people. Excellence generates a multiplier effect, inspiring others to also dedicate themselves with passion and purpose, creating virtuous cycles of growth and quality. Thus, excellence becomes a choice, a commitment to one's own evolution and to the positive impact we want to leave on the world. And this choice is within everyone's reach. At every moment, we arrive at the central point. To follow a path of true success, one must unite humility, care, and courage. Renata explains that humility is recognizing that we don't know everything. Care is doing the best with the resources we have. And courage is advancing even in the face of fear and uncertainty. These pillars are inseparable. Without humility, there is no openness to learn and change. Without care, work loses soul and quality. Without courage, fear paralyzes and prevents transformation. Together, they form the foundation for building a life and a career that make a difference. This journey requires daily discipline, self-awareness, and commitment to personal and professional excellence. And it's only a lonely path for those who insist on ignoring the power of collaboration and mutual inspiration. Renata concludes with an inspiring message. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It never comes. Start now, with what you have, where you are. Excellence is in every step taken with intention and an open heart. If you felt this call, the invitation is made. Reflect on where you have been guided by the rearview mirror and where you can look at the windshield of life with courage. Embrace humility to learn, care to do your best, and courage to move forward. If this message touched your heart and awakened the desire to grow and transform your life, Share it with someone who also needs this inspiration. Comment here with your reflections and experiences. Together we are stronger. And don't forget to follow for more content that helps you reach your best version every day.